Hello, my name is Gabriel Demarco. I'm with Cave Spring Vineyard. We are located on the Beamsville Bench. The Beamsville Bench, I would define its growing season as 4 seasons of ideal moderation. The bench is between 2.5 and 3.5 kilometers off the lake. So what that means is that in the winter time, we're close enough to the lake that we're getting elevated winter protection from the lake. But we're also far enough off the lake that in the summer we're picking up continental heat units, so it's quite hot as well in the summertime. What that proximity to the lake does in the spring and fall is it creates frost risk mitigation so that we get an elongation of growing season. You may hear the wind blowing. That is because of our elevation and distance off the lake. We're always picking up inland breezes off the lake, and you get that turbulent wind that is captured by the wall of the escarpment right behind us. And that creates, again, the elevated moderating effect in all 4 seasons. And so really it is an ideal place to grow European wine grapes in the Niagara Peninsula. Cave Spring farms 160 acres on the Beamsville Bench, focusing exclusively on the core varieties, and Chardonnay is an extremely important component of those varieties. What would define the type of Chardonnay from the Beamsville Bench? Well, I would say it is a ripe style of Chardonnay because of that hot summer I mentioned and the season elongation in the spring and the fall. But because of the soil structure and the nature of the soil, it imparts some minerality in the finished wine. So you get that ripe, kind of opulent style of Chardonnay, but with a focus and precision that it kind of defines the benchlands, especially the Beamsville Bench in this case. So you get like a tension on the gum line, you get a focusing acidity down the middle of your palate, keeps the wine fresh, even though you get quite a ripe style of Chardonnay. The Beamsville Bench is roughly 8 kilometers long, and there are some nuanced variations in the soil across the Sub-Appellation. But generally speaking, the Beamsville Bench is famous for its stony clay till, which means that it has a large component of the soil, between 20 and 30% is made up of clay, and then it's also made up of various types of stone, primarily dolostone, limestone, shale, sandstone, and gneiss, which adds a high level of minerality to the soil. The bedrock in the Beamsville Bench is primarily shale with components of sandstone. So we're looking at soils that have very good water holding capacity, but also very respectable drainage. And so you end up with a really nice sweet spot between holding capacity of the water and drainage, and then a high level of minerality, which imparts a great complexity to the wine. So we really have ideal soils in the Beamsville Bench.